Now, when I got a wake up call one day when some just told me, you know, just stop using that stuff for a week and see what it does. I was going crazy because I couldn't use it no more. Not like physically crazy but in my mind I was like, I need it. I became addicted to it. And it is addictive, the results that it gives you. But if I would have never stopped using it, my face could have looked a whole lot different than what you see now. Now I have different, my skin isn't toned or like clearly toned or whatever, but it's not bad. And I love my skin. I love the oiliness of my skin. But at the same time, there are people who don't know how to deal with that, and don't know how to deal with the people around them who are telling them, oh, you're cute, but your skin is just, that does something to a person. Even if you have tough skin, it does something to a person. So let's see, what else do I have to talk about with this? Okay, I told you what it did with my skin, right? All right. Now, is this one girl who went to our high school. She literally had like a ring that went around her face. Everything in the center of that ring was very light. Yet, she had black spots all around. So after 4 days of not using it anymore, I found a moisturizing bar, like a moisturizing soap bar to use on my face to help me with my skin peeling, which is kind of normal for me, but it never really was on my skin. Now, whenever my skin peels on my face, then that means whatever I'm using is drying it out, which is not supposed to do. Now, on my hands and my feet, and sometimes on body parts, I get that throughout the year, just peeling out the skin, but it never happened on my face. This young lady, her face was like that because she used to use Fair and White on her skin. And she used it so long and so much that it literally discolored this part of her skin, and it never came back. I seen her a couple of years ago. We're now like, I'm 29. So she has to be between 29 and 31. Her face is still light skinned in the middle. Still light skinned because of somebody who told her, oh, use this on your dark spots. Not telling her, oh, okay, it won't only just affect your dark spots. It will affect your whole face if you use it on your whole face. And people don't educate themselves. I did not educate myself. I just went to the beauty supply store. It's a beauty supply store. It sells beauty products. And because those white men in France and those white women in France believe that, oh, well, they need to just look like us. They make these products so that we can spend all our money, for one, continuing the cycle of wasting money, as well as how can I say it, continuing the poverty level in our education of our people. Point blank, I have not met a wealthy woman who bleaches their face. I met a lot of wealthy people. A lot of wealthy people. Not to say that there aren't, but I have yet to see someone or met someone extremely wealthy that was black or a woman of color who did not embrace everything that she is. And it's not really men too much that are doing it. There are some men who does it, but they do it in secret. You would never know that they do it. Women, on the other hand, we'll go to the store and we'll open up the bag. Most of us will open up the bag. Yeah, girl, I bought this fading cream and I bought this It's all about the insecurities of us as women of color. We have to have a certain hair type. We have to have certain eye colors. We have to have cheekbones a certain way. Yet you have white women, and yes, I'm going to say this. You have said this too. You have white women who tan themselves all day, every day. Some of them don't even work, or they only work to go get a tan. To be my skin complexion. Look. My skin complexion. The back of our hands are the front of our hands are the same color. It's just the back. And the back is what makes you beautiful. Because it shows the variation. It also shows you how God wanted you to look. And if you change how God wanted you to look instead of just improve, then it shows you how you really feel about how you were made. And made on purpose. And made with a purpose. When you see these women getting butt injections, because, okay, nowadays, I'm going to say it's a trend for some people. Nowadays, it's a trend for women to be thick. Oh, being skinny is bad. There ain't nothing wrong with being skinny if you're skinny. There's nothing wrong with being thick or even fat, unless you're overweight. Then that's a different issue. There's nothing wrong with being skinny. There's nothing wrong with being thick or in between. I don't believe in that big bone crap, but I'm just saying, if you love the person that you are, in which I do today, then you will have no problems with what you see in the mirror. Now, if you have spots, I have a big old, I have a scar on my arm. Can you guys see it? Okay, you can see it now. I have a big old scar on my arm. It goes from here, down, all the way across and around my arm. And that was from when I was little, and I hit a fence, and my arm got caught onto the fence. It was one of those metal fences with the prongs. Arm got caught onto the fence, and the weight of my body yanked my body off of the top of the fence, therefore ripping my arm wide open all the way down to the bone. And I had to have surgery on it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the scar, but it makes me distinct, and I have a story to tell. But there's a lot of dark matter around it, and I have used a I don't want to say a fading soap, but like a like bio oil. Bio oil is for stretch marks, scars, and dark marks. It's not as harsh, and it doesn't have all the necessary chemicals that a fade cream does have, but it does help with scars like this. Gosh, you guys can't see this thing whatsoever. You see it a little bit. And it really has helped me on my stretch marks and on my scar. And it's gotten rid of a lot of the blackness that was around it. I wish you guys could see it. It's so hard to put this in. But it's gotten rid of a lot of the darkness around it. So, you know, I mean, I don't believe in the fade creams anymore. Anything, if we could ban those things, the FDA, I don't see the FDA looking into those products. Let's keep it real. Nothing is FDA approved, but you'll see vitamins and herbal supplies or herbal supplements that always say not FDA approved or not evaluated by the FDA. You don't see that stuff on those fake creams, and nobody looks for them. Nobody calls none of the companies and say, excuse me, you're made in France. Are you FDA approved by the US government? Nobody does that. If they did, or if they actually called the FDA and asked them, okay, have you came up with any regulated laws about these creams? Then maybe something will be looked into. But because we want to pick up everything that's going to make us look better, make us look like Tyra Bankish, or make us look like Chloe and Kim and the Kardashians, who are Armenian. Not really considered women of color. If anything, they will be considered white women with black women features. Just being honest. Okay? So, again, I'm over my time. So, this is part 2. And if you guys want me to talk more about this, then let me know. If you have any questions or comments, send me an inbox. And I'll get on here and talk more about it. Alright, take care. Thank you guys. Bye.